far. One thing I think is also exciting too, I don't think I can give away a whole lot yet, but we've adopted the idea of seasons in all of the modes in the game this year, including a career and in the city. So we have some really cool things planned for season 2, season 3, and beyond. So the old favorite 2K characters, saw some of them in 2K21 last year. They'll make an appearance in future seasons. So keep your eyes open and get ready for what's coming down the line too.
Does seasons make you guys grind more? Because then that means that you have to.
It does. A lot of planning goes into it ahead of time, but it does sort of continue things into what we would normally consider the off season. So it's definitely something we've had to plan for, but I think it makes so much sense moving forward. So we're ready for it.
A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Chris Webber is joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. This summer, 2 lottery picks, Jalen Green and Jonathan Kuminga, were drafted, not out of college, but off the G League's Ignite team for top prospects. They developed, got exposure, and made 6 figures in the process. Green said it's a new route.
Good story, DA. Thanks. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Up in the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. LaMelo Ball is out there with the mayor, and it's Jones in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Dallas, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr., Reggie Bullock is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. And the kind of game fans love to watch, Greg. 2 offensive teams going head-to-head.
And the rules today favor offense, and that's why league-wide scoring continues to rise.
The mayor. Oh, what a beautiful play.
What intensity. Did you see that? Great.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. Knocked away. Fast break now for Charlotte. Hayward finds Ball. No good that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Staying with your game plan is so important, especially when you are away from your home arena.
And that's the way to close. Once Doncic has this type of look, game over.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And Ball slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And the mayor gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Washington's checked in for Bridges. You know, the one concern with LaMelo before the draft, Chris, how would he shoot the ball? But he's had no problems with that.
Well, the form isn't the most textbook, bro. We can all see that. But the results, they're there. Plain and simple. Already a capable outside threat. That should only improve.
And the mayor gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls, and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
Now, here's Bullock. He's guarded closely. Out to Doncic. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Now, here's Ball. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Sacramento. Pass to the main. Outside ball. Just 5 on the clock.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Hardaway kicks to Bullock. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ball, the pass to Jones. Here's the mayor. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Baseline try, and it's Bullock missing. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 1. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Yeah, if you can be that much better on the glass, you're going to win the game.
And there's no shortage of fight in Doncic. He's a counterpuncher. Hit him with a 3, and he is coming right back at you.
And Charlotte again with the bucket.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
For Dallas, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Pass to Doncic. And it's Dallas with another. Hornets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. The mayor passes to Jones. Porzingis with the block.
And the 7-3 reach of Porzingis being put to great use there.
Stolen by Ball. For 3, Hayward. Good on the 3-point shot. Hayward's got 6 points. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Finney Smith. He had 13 points in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. There's the pass to Doncic. 5 to shoot. Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it in.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both. But I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the ball.
Drills the three-pointer. 10 points for him.
He's not easing his way into this game. He's coming out hot. 1 for 5 right out the gate.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them at early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well. And getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Dallas has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And you know you're special when you're drafted third and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
Hornets trail by 4. Outside, Ball. And the 3 ball is good. Ball's got 7 points.
When Ball is focused from the arc, he's almost automatic. I mean, defense, they can't let him pick his spots out there.
Brush off the
Doncic against Ball. Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on him. 4 on the shot clock. Tipped away. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Mavericks ahead, up 1. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And the Mavs trying to improve their defense. The 7-footer Porzingis certainly conscious of that focus.
Find ways to win games. You know, at the end, it's most of the games that we won. It's not just offense.
And Greg, they're more than capable of winning, as we've seen.
Well, the offense is a given, so it's all about putting together stops when they're going against the elite level competition.
That's a rugged play.
Gracious.
Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. And the mayor gets the whistle that time. It's his 3rd foul of the game.
He's hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Porzingis kicks to Brunson. A 3 ball. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Here's the mayor. There's the drive.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Brunson. And he converts the layup. Brunson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Dallas has gotten off 4 shots from 3-point range tonight and buried every one of them. They get the rebound. And that one's good. Doncic.
And he's become a true warrior on the backboard. Doncic understands how to position himself on that offensive board.
Here's the mayor, guarded by Hardaway. For 3, Hayward gets the 3-pointer to fall. Hayward's got 9 points.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Doncic outside. To the paint. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Hornets trail by 3. Here's Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player. But, man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And then how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
Here's Rozier. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These 2 guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? Brown outside. Poked away. It's stolen by Jones. Lobs it up for Rozier. That ties it up.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And here is Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Doncic outside. Another three for Dallas.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves on the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last out.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, ball handlers like Rozier lift the whole team. I mean, his personality and attitude keep morale high through the entire game.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The Hornets also with a sub. Smith is checked in. Here's Doncic. The Hornets pull it in. You know, Chris, thinking about Gordon Hayward, that devastating leg injury he suffered in 2017 comes to mind. But we got to credit him for fighting his way back and still being an impactful player.
Yeah, that injury could have ended his career. But Hayward is a warrior. Someone that doesn't quit. And because of his strong mentality, he continues to impress.
And it's Jones finishing it off.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Here's Brunson. He's coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Put that bucket in no time at all. Rozier's got 9.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Brown. The Hornets also changing it up. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. The Mayor comes in for Rozier. And it's ball in for Smith. Thompson with it, now guarded by Ball. Shot clock at 6. Cauley-Stein passes to Brunson. Offensive rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Mavericks trail by 4. On the wing, Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. 23 points for Luka Doncic.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with this.
Look at that.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 6-point game. And it goes down 2 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's the Mayor. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Doncic with it. Jones covering. Here's Cauley-Stein, and Jones pulls it down.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Here's the Mayor driving in.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Brunson the pass to Doncic. For the 3, nailed from three-point land. Doncic has got 26.
And without much left to prove, Doncic still trying to hone the consistency of that 3-ball. But the confidence, no doubt, is there.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hornets lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. With Coach James Borrego, what is going to make the difference in the second half?
We need a good start. We're going to talk to the guys right now. They got to come out with the same energy they started the game with. Attack mode from the start.
That's led to some great things, and we'll see if that continues, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They're playing for each other right now. Selfless basketball translating into a 5-point lead now after trailing initially. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possession. They did a great job of that in the first half.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Their defense has been disciplined, allow their opponents to shoot in the 60s. I'm sure they're getting an earful in the locker room. Amazing they've been able to keep it close. Boy.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Charlotte, they've got LaMelo Ball. Jones is out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Hayward, and it's the Mayor in at the 2.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And they're bringing you up close and personal at the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
That's his fourth foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
5 on the clock, and the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Porzingis. Another 3 for Dallas.
And when you rank stretch bigs, you have to place Porzingis toward the top of that list. This guy is a pure shooter at 7'3".
Ball kicks to Hayward. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
But when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Here's Hardaway, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Hardaway has got his first 2 points of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Stolen by Bullock. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, there's 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Here's the Mayor. Oh!
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Throws it up high.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Here's Bullock. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Jones. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Porzingis.
but only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Doncic against Hayward. It's deflected, out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work, but I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end that he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you.
And it's hard to believe that Gordon Hayward has been playing for over a decade in the NBA. Now a seasoned vet, firmly in the second half of his career.
A three from Porzingis. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Charlotte leading by 7. Here's the mayor. He's got 27. Washington passes to Jones. The kick out to Ball. Over Hardaway. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he's already developed as a shooter, and he's going to get more consistent as he gets stronger.
And Hayward has had a bit of a career renaissance lately, looking more and more like his old self.
And Kevin, it's just great to see him playing at this level again. I think it's testament to how much he loves the game of basketball, as well as how badly this guy wants a chance to win a championship.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Here's Doncic. Trains it from 9 feet away.
Taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Mavericks trail by 10.
My bad, y'all. Had some lagging or something happen. My bad.
Doncic with it. He's got 32. Stolen by Ball. Here's the mayor. Here he goes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The mayor's got the lead up to 12 now for Charlotte. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Charlotte.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the skills to prove it.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. To the inside, here's Brown. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Brown's got 8.
One of the few guys who can make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Here's the mayor. Count it. And the Hornets lead by 12.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Brunson against Ball. Out to Hardaway. His 3-pointers off the mark.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
The mayor passes to Hayward. And another 3 for Charlotte.
His goal was to give him some numbers tonight, and Hayward has done even more than he set out to do.
Mavericks trail by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Washington passes to Ball. Here's the mayor, guarded by Hardaway. The mayor, now the dish to Hayward. Pass to the mayor. Charlotte moving the ball around. He gets that one. The mayor's got 12 now in this quarter.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Brunson, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Substitution for your Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein. Reggie Bullock.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Clock at 6. Porzingis passes to Cauley-Stein. And Jones sends it back. One-on-one here. They get a hand on it, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
And so here is Dallas. And so it's Charlotte out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll get right back in action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Finney Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. Jalen Brunson out there with Reggie Bullock, and it's Cauley-Stein in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
He's a really big man. Kristaps has insane handles for someone who is 7'3". Normally it's hard for players that tall to keep the ball on the bounce. Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Cauley-Stein. And here's Bullock. High post, Cauley-Stein. 6 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good.
For your Mavericks, Reggie Bullock at the line for 2.
And so Bullock nails both of them.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Here's the mayor. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night.
He's kept the integrity of their offense tonight by moving and cutting and scoring every time they've needed him to.
Here's Porzingis. Not going to go that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's the mayor. He's guarded by Bullock. Here's the mayor. Lays it up and banks it in. The mayor's got 42 in the game.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Oh, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of flowing back into this.
Bullock kicks to Cauley-Stein. Now here's Bullock, defended by Jones. And Jones sends it back. In the corner, it's Hayward. Shoots over Brunson. Washington passes the ball. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And the Mavericks call time here. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Passes it to Washington. Hayward kicks to Washington. Charlotte moving the ball around. Deep two from Ball. Mavericks with the rebound.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's the mayor going inside.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Doncic has got 34 points.
In the mid-range, no longer a challenge for Doncic. He has rapidly become one of the best three-level scorers in the game.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who is the toughest matchup for you when you play?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
And the shot is good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And it's Burke with the ball for Dallas. That's tipped. Here's the mayor. And the NBA introducing new measures to discourage fan misconduct, greater security, and pursuing legal action, Chris, when that line is crossed.
Yeah, Kevin, we're living in interesting times, my friend. People may need to blow off steam, but I tell you this, the players are here to entertain, but not as punching bags.
Trying to find Jones, he gets it to him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Dallas has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hornets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the mayor.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
You sometimes hear people say games are called too closer. Are you of the mind that the refs need to let them play?
I'm understanding the mindset that the refs need to understand that we didn't come to watch them, and they need to be consistent on both ends of the floor. That's all guys ever complain about. When you see a guy going up to the ref, he's usually saying, hey, you didn't call that on the other end, or you called that on the other end. So consistency, I mean, they're trying to do their job to the best of their ability, but they need to be more consistent.
Here's the mayor. Great D that time from Powell. Here's the mayor. Takes it inside, and he can't jam it through.
Got to practice that one a little bit more. I think Coach will have some words for him at the next break.
Green finds Burke. Now here's Brown. Ball's knocked loose. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Now Burke. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Here's the mayor. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.